So welcoming you all for this orientation session on GATE 2025 FastTrack classes. Okay, this is a class being conducted by MSubbu Academy. Of course, most of the classes I will be conducting, or is more than 70-80% of the contents I will do it myself. For some subjects like this maths and general aptitude, no, for that alone I will take assistance from guest faculty. Okay. Okay, and otherwise also if anything is happening, there are faculty to take care of this. So in that way, these classes will go on. Okay, today being the orientation, I'm just going to give this. Of course, every one of you know the need for GATE exam. Still, my own view I will give, and what is the mark distribution, which is very important to know, and what sort of course material we have, and what is the preparation strategy we are going to do in this rest the 4 months, totally 4 months. In that, only 3 months will be effectively classes, and the last month is mostly for the kind of mock exams. Okay. Yeah, the need is actually to assess oneself at the national level, no? Because these days the assessments are happening and mostly at the local level. Or is, most of the colleges are having autonomous status, or even the university also, the university college. So your assessment is normally happening to a maximum of only about say from 50 to at the most 500 students. But at the India level, we have at the national level, we have around 15,000 students. No, so if you can take up this exam, you will get yourself assessed at the level of 15,000, among 15,000, where you stand. Okay, that is a very first requirement, and otherwise also, just to understand the subject, better to go through every questions of the GATE, which are all having very nice what is it, questions to understand the overall picture of the chemical engineering. And these questions are conceptual. No need to memorize any big formula and all that kind of contents they are giving if it is so required. Like for example, the sometimes the Ergen equation, no, such equation, or these are all, or even sometimes Fenske equation, which is also a simpler one in comparison to Ergen. That also they are giving something. Otherwise, the idea of this GATE examination is not to assess your memory. They are just to test your depth, knowledge, understanding. So in that way, also this exams is very important. This exam is very important. Even I heard that for medical exams and all medical arrays, they also have as like a NEET. No, there is another kind of exam that is called as next. They are planning that for that, which is kind of a qualifier for this undergraduate this MBBS degree holders. No? As like that, maybe this GATE also may come up for our engineering. So otherwise, also I suggest every one of you to take GATE and assess yourself where you stand. Yeah. Coming to the question pattern, we have this is for 100 mark. Exam is for 100 mark. So you know this kind of questions. We have that 1 mark questions and 2 mark questions. This 30 into 1 and 35 into 2, totally 100 marks. Fine. Here in this, the first thing is general aptitude, which is 15 mark. Again, 5-1 and 5-2, totally 15 mark. Mix of verbal and numerical. Okay. Roughly about equally the same percentage. Is 15 mark, 7 and 8 will be the distribution for here. And max, you can all consider to be 15 mark. They say like 13, but sometimes this subject like Laplace transform you can associate with max or process control. So by that way, it's like 15 mark. Max is 15 mark, general aptitude 15 mark. The core 70 mark. That is also having 7 group of subjects. That will come to that. And the type of questions we have this multiple choice, predominantly multiple choice in the earlier time. Now predominantly they are turning to this numerical answer type, because this multiple choice has chances. No, there is without knowing the answer also you can choose a option. Sometimes it's maybe by fluke also it will turn to correct. But of course to suppose to if you choose and mistakenly something, you will be again there is a negative mark, 1/3 of the mark, which is there for a question will be going in the negative sense. Of course, there is no negative mark for these numerical answer type questions and multiple select questions. These days, these multiple select questions are coming. This is like multiple choice, not actually. You have to choose all the thing applicable. It is like checkbox. Here it is a radio button. No, that you are aware of that. What is the use of that? And numerical answer. you have to enter the number to the required level of accuracy, and there is some plus or minus weightage given, so that around that, if you are giving your answer, you will be given with the full mark. Otherwise, no mark. Yeah. These are all the and okay, coming to the allocation for the core subjects, we have 7 group of subjects. The first one is process calculation and thermodynamics, which is together for 10 mark, and out of which this thermodynamics carries a more weightage. Now, of course, we also study this course, study this thermodynamics as normally 2 semester course. So 2 plus 1, 3 subject content carrying a weightage of 10 mark, and fluid mechanics and MO, which is relatively easier in comparison to this, which is 10 mark, which is only 1 plus 1, 2 semester course, 10 mark. Sometimes you can also say like this content of transport phenomena. Sometimes people are also studying that as a course in their 7th semester also. That level content also there in this fluid mechanics. So in that way, you can also say like some 2 to 3 subject here. Yeah. The coming to this heat transfer, which is simply a 1 semester course. 1 semester course is having a 10 mark weightage, which is easy thing to get. This mass transfer, which is 1 plus 1, 2 semester, mass transfer 1 and 2, 2 semester course 10 mark. Chemical reaction engineering, mostly 2 semester course, but sometimes I see that there are still colleges having as a single semester content. Okay. Process control, of course, as like heat transfer, we have process control for 10 mark, which is a single semester course. So in that way, I suggest this focus should be more on this heat transfer and process control to get the easily the 10-10 in simply studying 2 subjects, 2 semester contents. And economics and design, chemical technology, of course, economics single paper, and design also a single paper, and chemical technology sometimes single or not twice. You'll always inorganic and organic. By that we will study. There are some 3 to 4 contents for 10 mark. This chemical technology alone needs some always more kind of memory, whereas all other thing I would say like these are all simply conceptual questions. Yeah. Coming to the scorecard, of course, this is a old scorecard. Of course, the same thing is still applicable. The scorecard is now being valid for some 2 3 years, but I suggest to take GATE. Better to have the current year scorecard. Or suppose you apply for GATE now, and you want to use that in the 2 year later. By the time the other people also will join, and normally consideration will be given for the current qualifier. Maybe those who are in the third year, there is no other option. But for third year, it will be a nice thing as well, nice advantage. Service they can also they can relaxly do. Service they have one more chance before getting graduated. So in that way, that is a better thing. But those who are in the final year, or suppose if you want to use this score later also, it's better to do it now, and whenever it is needed also do that. There is also scores having validity, but normally the industry, the MNC or is the PSU, they look for the current score. In that way, sometimes they are considering. Okay, all of you know this. There are qualifying mark for this for the category level, and normally they specify a minimum mark of about 25. That is for the general category. Uh, and otherwise, the relatively other marks category will be having relatively lesser mark, and they also calculate what is called as a GATE score for over for a score of 1,000. That doesn't have much usage, I suppose. The what is more important is the All India rank. So this All India rank is very important, and for PSU there is some cutoff, and for higher studies, okay, that and all we'll see. And roughly about 15,000 people are at least taking up the GATE. Yeah, of course, slightly varying. Or is 17,000 people may be applying, and around 2,000 are not taking the test. Which that data is available. It's a very rigorous data taken from our GATE websites. Okay, GATE IIT's data sheets. Yeah. So in the last year, we have seen this around 17,000 applied, and only 14,000 appeared for the exam. Among that, only 2,000 are qualified. So, always the percentage qualifying is only about 15%. Okay. Around, of course, those who are getting qualified, they can at least get stipend for higher studies. Whereas among these, again, another 10%, or roughly about 100 to 200 people will be called for interview in the PSU. Of course, for that also you have to apply. But your pre that the what is it the the screening test is automatically done if you take up the gate. After then, it is kind of what sort of that? Only some group discussion and personal interview. Things like that will only happen. Yeah, the maximum mark last year. Of course, the last year question was relatively tougher in comparison to the previous years. Still, the maximum mark were around a good number, 73. Yeah, and even the minimum mark of one minus 14 also happening. Okay. Even in the minus, in the with people with negative mark also, I could see like around some, yeah, here you can see like, say among these 14,000. You can see like 1,000 is 7-8 percentage are within less than zero, which means because of the negative mark, they also have negative score. Okay, let us not worry much about this. What we are focusing is this top 10 percentile, which is our focus. Because we need to get PSU. That is our ultimate objective. Okay, for getting that, this top 10 percentile, 10%, always nine. What is it? You should get a all India rank within this 100. For getting that, how much mark again varies. So roughly about anything more than 70 mark. Is normally falling within that. Sometimes it is last year up to anything above 50 itself is a good. Previous year it were slightly gone up, and more than 60 is better. Whereas we should of course target for 100, but sometime in the available time you cannot easily answer all the questions. If you can answer at least 80% of the questions without much mistake, at least you will be getting a score 70 plus. 70 plus will be definitely will be in the rank all India 50. At least our target at least should be for the rank of within 50. That's a thing we are aiming for. But being joining in this, since you have only about another 4 months time, maybe I can assure you people can easily get within 500 with whatever the suggested time of about 2 hours a day. But if you have already come across with these contents and already started preparing, it would be very easy to get in within this 100 rank, at least beyond this, no, marks higher than 70, but 70 marks out of 100. Okay, so the qualifying, of course, these things are varying, and the qualifying mark also they are changing accordingly. Okay, the earlier the qualifying, this year the qualifying, it is a 2024, the qualifying mark were 25, and the previous year it was 7 mark higher. So not to worry much about that. What we expect is the top 1.1 percentile, or what is it, 99.9 percentile we need to get. For that, okay, how much is needed? This say for example this 20 top one, this is 62.36. So anything over this 62.36 they are having this percentile rank score of 99.9, which is possible. Which is possible with systematic and what is it, focused preparation. Okay. As I said, this PSU, normally this good chances are this all India rank within 100. Within 100 or up to 150, we can see. Say. Whereas up to 300, they are calling because sometimes you are performing well in the GD or in the personal interview. So you'll be given with still the job. And IIT, the older IITs, you can get into older IITs, anything up to 500. Up to sometimes even up to 2000 rank also people are getting into the IIT. There is maybe the new IITs like IIT Rupar, no, as like that, no, IIT Gandhinagar. So these are all new IITs coming up, or IIT Tirupati also coming up. No? So in these cases, you can with lesser score also chances are there for getting into IIT with stipend. Of course, these days they are also taking people for direct PhD also. That is also possible with your direct gate score. Yeah. Coming to the contents, what we have, these are all the books I have written. These were released in 2003. And this we released in 2018. This also 2017, I suppose. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, always we have fairly good material for right from 1988 to 2024. Of course, in the GATE sites itself, they are giving questions from 2007 to the latest. And from 2011 onwards, we are having the key given by GATE authorities. Whereas the previous year's question, we don't have any key. Of course, whatever the book contents here, I had verified used through the help of my senior faculty. who was earlier the HOD and professor of IIT Madras. He was there with me in the my first career in teaching. There is at SVC. During that time, I had a nice interaction with that professor named Dr. N. Subramanian. He's also named my only the initial is different. Because of his interaction, I could of course, solve most of the questions of GATE. These were having questions up to 2002. And whatever the difficult questions are, whatever is not solvable by myself, I taken the help of my professor, Dr. N. Subramanian, and he corrected everything. So in that way, I can say like the solutions are at least without any technical error. Maybe some typo are still there. Okay. As like that, in the 2018, which is we released this book, which is Gateway to Chemical Engineering, which is having questions collections from 2000 onwards to 2018. Okay. Uh, and here I have co-authors, namely Dr. D.K. Sandalya and as well as Nagarajan, and also my students, namely Pavan Kumar and Siddharth. They also contributed for these portions like Max and chemical technology. So in that way, this like five author book, five author, five volumes. Of course, for every book, I am the major contributor. For certain topics like here is for chemical reaction engineering, this contribution by Sandalia is the predominant. As like that, okay, at least fairly, I am the country, I would say like more than 70%, 70-75%, I'm the contributor for these contents. Okay, here also, at least luckily, the questions from 2011 onwards, we are having the key. The previous questions also we verified. At least even Sandilia is currently a faculty at ISM Dhanbad. There is IIT ISM, Indian IIT, Indian School of Mines. Actually, now it is IIT. He's working there, and other faculty. He's also working in a college, private college, and these students, namely Siddharth and Pavan Kumar, they were top scorers in GATE 2017 from SSN. Currently working in IOCL at Panipat. There is this Siddharth is working at IOCL Panipat, and Pavan Kumar is working at BPCL Cochin. Okay, they worked very seriously, and of course, this for this book, I would say like this Siddharth is a first author, and I should be the third author in that way. Of course, my part was to compile everything and coordinate and release it in the form of book. Okay, this is having question collections of 2010. That is right from the general aptitude. General aptitude introduced in the gate from 2010 onwards, and 2010 to 2017. All these questions are having solutions. That is every question. Maybe there are one or two questions having like mark to all, which means the question itself is having mistake. Otherwise, every question is solved and good, very nice detailing is there. Okay. Now, in the recent year, we have converted, thanks to Corona, we converted all this material in the form of an online source, online resources. So these are all available from this my website, MSubbu.academy. Okay. Therein, this book is available in an interactive format. Of course, the book contents are available up to 2018. Whereas after then about 6 years, no, 6-7 years. So all these contents are now available in the form of web pages content. And in addition, we also put up a good amount of video lectures. These are all simply explaining the problem in a class, real class. So that videos are available. And the one of the better feature is the self-assessment quizzes. You can take quizzes any number of time, which is coming from your question bank. And the another my nice feature is tags. Always, whatever the problem, whatever the associated keyword we are tagging it. So by that way, you can go to the problem of your importance, topic of your importance. For example, critical thickness of insulation. You can simply click on that corresponding tag, and you can see all the problems listed. All the problems having that keyword. So in that way, you can choose your topic and study in more detail. And all other interesting features like messaging the teacher for any specific clarification on the problem concerned, or adding your own notes, or bookmarking a page, or even discussion among the peers. Of course, these are all not effectively happening because of the recently we come out in this online form. these things are happening, messaging the teacher and making use of this bookmark, good adding notes. These quizzes are at any time you can take, any number of time. There is no restriction on the thing. So you can go through the contents effectively. For yeah, coming to our thing. Okay, how much time we spent? 1 minute. Yeah, 20 minutes on or about 2 3 slides only. Okay. Okay, we are planning to have these classes in 12 weeks of time. Okay, 12 weeks. Every week we'll be having 3 hours. Of course, we want to have 42 hours of classes. So in that case, okay, 3 into 12, 36, and another about 5 6 hours we'll allocate for what is it? Uh, discussing the solutions of the test and mock exams. Otherwise, also we'll otherwise not minimum of 42 hours will ensure, and anything beyond is also possible. Yeah. And what we are planning is 3 hours of live classes. Okay. So in that 3 hours, always every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have classes from 7 to 8. And 7 means 7 will be starting 7. Okay. There is a time. And yeah, 8 by 8 will be done with everything. And in that 1 hour, we plan to have like 40 minutes of my discussion, covering your expected questions. That way, I will split. In that 1 hour, 40 minutes is for addressing the problem by myself, and another 20 minutes for you to ask any questions on that whatever we covered. Or anything around the subject that is welcome, that are welcome. And yeah, in the initial 40 minutes, you allow me to discuss on my own. Of course, I understand the expectation of your thing, and whatever the question you feel like will be definitely addressed in that flow itself. So reserve your question and ask after the 40 minutes time. So in that 20 minutes will be your doubts will be cleared. If not on the same day, maybe in the subsequent classes. Okay. And we also have we will be having tests every week. That is, at the end of every subject we'll be having test, not very end at the end. Sometime after each and every day also, I will at least I will prepare the questions and make it ready. And if it is readily available, I will release that also, so that as and when you learn a topic, you can take up the test. So you not wait for the test to be announced and all. Of course, there are already good number of tests already posted in the courses, like the textual courses on every subject, as well as on video courses. But for you, since we are having a kind of classes, whatever we cover, and around that we'll ask questions that will be available in the form of a test. So for every subject, I will assure one test, minimum test. That is normally a subject is having a weightage of about 10%, right? 10 mark, and we'll have a question, a test for at least 20 marks. So there is a minimum assurance, and more will be happening. Okay, no need to worry. And mark exam, we are planning to have at least 3 exams. Okay. So this is the plan, at least a detailed thing. And today we are having a orientation, and this 479. So you can reserve these dates. Maybe these are all already this schedule is already posted in your classes, like FastTrack classes. So there is a course page for this classes, which is GATE2025 FastTrack classes. Of course, many of you have already logged in and also going through this contents. Maybe any of you haven't done that, you can directly go to this page. Simply, there is a link in the top menu itself. In the GATE coaching, there is a FastTrack link. You can click on that and go through that, and this schedule is available. And we don't want to have any break in the month. Okay, first from October 3rd, 3rd October to 28th, without any break. We'll be having. Okay, hopefully nature has to cooperate. Everything will happen. Okay, of course. After that, we'll try to give a 6 days break. This is luckily in the month or Deepavali, our festive celebration is coming up. Okay. And we'll have classes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That we'll try to stick to that time. And if for any reason, if it is not possible to have in any of the day, definitely on the subsequent day it will be done. So we'll spend the necessary time. So for process calculation, we are going to spend 3 hours. In the and the detailed schedule, or is for every subject, what is the thing cover we are going to cover. So that and all, at least for every subject, before the start of every subject, we will release that, and so that you can also prepare accordingly. Okay. So that is a thing we are going to have, and mostly for every subject we are going to spend 3 hours. Some subject like the thermo we need a little more time, so 4 hours we are going to spend. And at the end of the subject, normally which is happening on the Sunday, okay, always we try to cover everything on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday. During that time, you can do the test. Test is not exactly on Sunday. Test questions will be sometime available from Tuesday, Wednesday onwards. Okay, and you can finish the test by Sunday. So that is a thing expected. Then yeah, some subject like this mechanical operation, we are giving only less time. We try to finish it in a day itself, and key transfer 3 sessions. Okay, so everything 3 hours means 3 sessions. Okay, every day we are going to have only 1 hour. So that is a plan. Key transfer, mass transfer, CRE. After then, this light content like general aptitude. With that, we'll have another break in the end of this November. This is at the end of October. We are having this 6 days. As like that, we'll also have another 6 days break. Maybe you also have other kind of activity like those who are in the currently in the third year or final year. You'll also have other your exams as well. But you need not worry anything. The entire class recording will be available as such. Okay, posted, and also we'll also process. Sometime if it is any new content is there, that content also will be processed. That processed video specific for a problem also will be posted. Otherwise, the entire video as such will be available. Entire sessions video will be available. There is 1 hour long video will be available. So you can go through. And what we are going to discuss in that class will also be announced at least one day earlier itself. Say, for example, you can now simply go to the site MSubbu.academy. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, maybe we'll spend time for that as well because it is now needed. That is how we are going to go ahead in these classes. Yeah. And during the class itself, you can also log into this thing, and I will also tell you, say, we are going to this GATE coaching fast track classes. Yeah, herein, we are, say, for example, the process calculations. That is a next first topic we are going to discuss. So, how much thing, what we are going to discuss. So, in this, there is a checklist available. So, these process calculations, we are going to spend about uh, 3 sessions, 3 hours. So in the 3 hours, 3 hour of classes, which is a week long classes, right? In the week we are supposed to finish 10 hour of content. So in the first thing, so this is coming on the tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be having a class. So in that, luckily you also have another 2 more days without anything. So the Saturday, Sunday time. So for this, what is it? That Friday, Saturday, Sunday. For these 3 days, at least you are supposed to learn at least some 6, 7 hour content. That is 5, 6 hour content. So that content, I am giving you only 4 hour of content for the first class. So this 4 hour of content, what we are going to discuss, this 4 hour of content, I am going to concise in 40 minutes time. For that, I will be simply highlighting what is the essential thing in a problem. So what is expected is you can simply go through the problem even prior to the class. Those who can lead, or this is like a, you can lead the class, or if you have any difficulty, you can also listen to the class, and based on that also you can go through the content. Like some of you can lead and some of you can follow. Okay, it's again depends on your intelligence level and your time, how much you are spending. So everything is already having a recorded video. Say for example, so I ask you to go through this video, which is nicely recorded in the based on the last year class without any interruption. This is my own content without any student interruption in the thing. And here for everything, we also have what is called as a transcript. So along the video, you will also have the transcript. Of course, this is having much less content. I will show you one simple thing. So here, for example, this video you can also play. Whereas for the first time, maybe you can go through that video for listen to the video. For subsequent thing, or if you are comfortable, you can even still go through the transcript itself. So by that way, you can learn the content much faster. So of course, this reading handwriting is legible. Suppose okay. So this way you can go through, and once you are done with that material, you can simply even come to that again. You can click on that, complete that, so that at least it will be an indication that you have done with that. Maybe if you want, you can also write some comments like that. So that comment also recorded, so that you can at least for any other future usage, you can also go through your own comment. So by that way, you can at least have this like a notebook. Still, I suggest you to have a separate notebook and write in that. Only that will help you to revise at a faster pace. Yeah. These are all the content suggested with all the essentials of these will be addressed in the coming class, which is on tomorrow. There is 4th, okay, and you are supposed to finish all this material by 6th. That's the date. And again, I will be posting another material for Monday's class. We have after this Friday, we have class on Monday. For Monday class, at least the contents will be available at least from Sunday morning itself. You can see what we are going to discuss. So by that way, those who want to follow, those who want to go ahead, lead, so they can go through the content right on Sunday itself for the Monday class. And so that they can at least go through the contents, and if these things are not clear, they can ask us a doubt in the class. So by that way, their learning will be much more better. Otherwise, also don't worry. You can simply attend the classes on Monday, and I will be giving time to finish this up to the next class, which is on Wednesday. So by that way, either thing is either is applicable. You can choose any of the thing and accordingly you prepare. But there is no restriction on coming back or going through the going ahead. So these are all the guided learning. But you can directly go to any material. Like say, suppose you want to see the other contents, like uh, say for example. So in the video lecture course, as such, I have arranged the contents in a nice order. So material balance calculation with reactions. Here itself, the contents are available in a order only. But still, for the convenience, and I cannot discuss every problem which is covered in 12-15 hour of content. So I am taking some representative problem that I will highlight, and based on that, you can go through the other subsequent problem. So by that way, I am listing it. Okay. Race in this 4 hour content also, I'll again select some questions to address in the class. uh, so by that way it will be a faster learning. That is, we are in this live class is just to ensure your learning to happen in a faster pace, in addition to clear any doubts on that. That is, in the 40 minutes maybe hardly I can discuss some 10 problems, okay, in the 10 problems. But here I have given some little extra. Here again, I will list what I am going to cover. Maybe that alone I will put it in a different color. And some content like additional, no? For example, this pink color, what is appearing, combustion of propane. These are all additional material for you to read through. So that way I will color code. And what I am going to cover, that also I will give. Okay, now as such, these are all the contents for this uh, coverage based on tomorrow's class. Okay, so this is expected. You have to finish this by 6th October. So like that, for every class, there is every 1 hour class what we are going to cover, and what I am going to highlight, and what is the additional material to read. So everything will be listed. So if you can follow this structure, at least your learning will be much faster and going in a orderly fashion. Okay. Otherwise, also these contents are available. Say, for example, you can also go through these other contents like so this 1 minute. Yeah. In the textual, say we have two kind of contents for a subject. What is called as textual course and video lecture course. In the textual course, predominantly these textual materials are available, which is simply book content in the form of a web page. Say, for example, this here you can see this, no, this material. And here again also there are options. For example, once you're done with, you can also click that, so that at least that topics whatever you covered, you need not again see them in detail. So by that way, these materials are very nicely available. So every subject we have textual course as well as video course. Okay, for example, process calculation, this is what is called as a textual course without any text content like textual course. It is simply called as textual course. Here variety of questions are available. And as I said about tagging, okay. Say, for example, if you want to see the questions of 2003 for process calculation, all that are listed here. And you can click on that and go with that. And here, say, for example, you want to learn about recycle. What are all the problems asked in that topic, recycle, you can go through that. So by that way, this is a very nice material in comparison to the usual book contents. Okay. Now, again, coming to the presentation here. Yeah. So we'll once this October after this short break, we have this contents key transfer, mass transfer, CRE. These are all the another 30 mark. So in this first month, or is in the October, we are going to clear this 20 mark contents, which is process calculation thermo. Actually, together only 10 mark, whereas we are spending six, 3 plus 4, 7 sessions. Normally, we are spending only 3 hours for a subject. Whereas since being a introductory aspect and many of you feel difficult with these process calculations as well as thermo, we are spending more time. And also this thermodynamics is the basis for the subject like your at least this thermodynamics for CRE as well as mass transfer. So in that way, it's better to spend more time as well as process calculation is also a common thing for other subjects as well. So in that way, we are spending more time for here. Then we'll be going at a faster pace and we'll also ensure that every aspect is covered. So we are going to also allocate faculty for your max and general aptitude, which is actually your senior, my senior, my students of SSN, graduated from SSN and currently, what is it? Are is waiting for further higher studies. So and after this, okay, November and we have this December. By December, at least by our Christmas before New Year, we'll close. Even before Christmas also, we'll try to close. At least maybe we'll go up to 26. Okay. Then one test will be there for every subject minimum, and mock exams 3. And again, I will also give some time for discussion, which is what is called as feedback sessions. And final class we'll have it on 29th. Okay, so with that essential, whatever I wanted to say are covered. Now I'm available for any of your queries. Or let me check how many of you are available and okay. Fine. Thanks. Thanks to people from. Okay, let me address check what are the chat messages. Yeah, thanks from Anjali from Alapalong. Thanks. Yeah, so I have I can say like students are from Hyderabad and Chennai, predominantly from Chennai, Tamil Nadu. Then we also have even from SNU, Delhi as well. Okay. And last year I had, of course, not only last year, this year also the student is also still available. The student is from actually Delhi. Actually, he did his UG from Gujarat. So always we had a presentation from various parts of India. And my course material also being accessed by the various parts of the world. Otherwise, I'm having customer or what to say like student from even Peru, Saudi Arabia, South Africa, various parts of the world. People are accessing my contents. Okay, I also have free contents simply available from MSubbu.in. You can access most at least most of my class notes simply available in the form of PDF. Whereas much interesting or much serious contents are available in MSubbu.academy, for which we collect a nominal fee, like 2,700 for the entire course material for 6 month access, which is actually textual courses. For the video lecture courses, slightly costly, which is around 6,500. Okay, the entire thing you can see the thing as there is a menu available in the thing, like how much we are charged and all. Everything is available, not a problem. And for renewal for the subsequent year, if you want to renew, so that and all we will give. For that and all, you can talk to us and we'll enable that. Okay. Now, okay, over to you people. Okay, what is your intention of joining this course? Of course, maybe for that I'll simply you can note down these questions. For that, I expect you to simply reply me by WhatsApp as a direct message. There is your current your year of graduation. Maybe those who are going to graduate in this 2025 or 2026. Simply you can simply say like year of graduation. That is the first thing. And from where do you study? Okay, where do you study or where did you study? And what is your native place? No, that is also important because sometime from rural background, if you are work there, and sometimes the connectivity issue may be there. So your native place, that also please reply. Otherwise, what I am expecting is year of graduation. Okay, year of graduation and the place of study or is institute of study. Okay, study and your native, okay, and your intention of taking up this GATE course. Maybe if every one of you have applied for GATE or thinking of that, and do that at the earliest, because already the last date is over and they have extended that. Of course, there is normally happening extension up to, I suppose, another about 3 4 days. Do that sincerely, seriously, and uh, more than all, you have to spend time regularly. uh, then only you can cope up with the schedule. uh, then at last definitely it will be a reward, whatever the time you are spending, these 3 4 months, whatever you now put is kind of a reward. No, you will definitely feel this worthiness of these classes, and your whatever the time you spend for these sessions. It will be a rewarding thing for you. Yeah, maybe for if you don't get keep on, or if you keep on study and you'll be getting frustrated. So by that, for that thing, you can go for some relaxing thing, like go for long walk or some run. So in that way, by that way, I am also managing my thing. At least I also do one small thing, like what is called as a small simple activity. As a part of my jogging, I also do some cleaning activity. Or is weekly some 2 3 days. Last year I had a target of 100 days of beach cleaning. Now I am this year I had extended to 120 days. 100 days I did like 104 days to have like 2 days a week. Now it's like 10 days a month. In that way, I finished for 92 days last day, and today this 93rd day of my beach cleaning. So I will be doing my target of finishing my target of 120 days in this year. What to say, like another 42 days from today onwards, okay, till this 29th of December. So I will do this 42 days of beach cleaning right from today. Okay, I already did my today's thing. So by that way, there is also kind of giving some satisfaction. I will also feel like you have you are contributing to something to the society, and that positive feeling will definitely make you positive. Maybe if you give something to people, no, definitely you will feel positive. Sometimes you feel like you'll be happy whenever you get something, but whenever you give something, you will feel much more happy. So in that way, you give something to the society, and do something consciously to the society. So in that way, I spent some only 5 minutes near the beach, simply collecting the plastics, and simply collecting, and keep simply dumping in the available dustbin, which is slightly far away. So in that way, I'm doing this activity almost 2 3 years since 2018, because of the corona initially. Earlier we had some kind of break, right? And last year, 104 days. This year, like 120. Or from now on, today onwards, it is 42 days of cleaning. That target I have. And in addition, I also have another target, like to go for Chennai Marathon, which is also my favorite. And of course, initially I was only doing rigorously running. Later, I felt like, okay, we should also do something to the society. Of course, once you feel like yourself fit, and do something to the society as well, no? So in that way, I did at least this kind of cleaning. Thanks to, of course, my men. A lot of very serious people are there. They are very working towards the nature, towards society. Whereas some contribution, whatever is best, you can give, do that. So that way. So the idea of saying this is, you also engage yourself in some positive thing. Because if you keep on learn, sometime you will be getting. So just to break from that, have a positive deviation. Okay. Okay, I'm available for you to ask any question. Thanks. First, I would thank you everyone for taking up this course. Of course, many of you have already made the payment and registered. I have to thank you all for this, for considering this MSubbu Academy. Of course, and only now MSubbu Academy, only myself and maybe one or two other people are there. Okay, thanks for giving this trust. Okay, we'll definitely serve you a lot. And I expect you, every one of you, to spend time seriously, whatever the time is convenient, like early morning or late night. But I suggest you to make everything in the early morning. Okay, for you, I will be available at least up to 8:30 for any queries. Say 7 to 8 means after 8:30, I don't want to take any queries. Maybe in the morning I will reply to you. Okay, because after 8:30 I want to close everything, and then only I can take sleep by 9:30. So I'll be normally getting up by 4:30 in the morning. So from 4:30 to at least I can answer your questions in the morning from 6 to up to 8:30. Maybe any of you have any question kind of to be addressed by WhatsApp. I'm available. But mostly you try to clear everything in the class itself. That will be much thing. So because your question will also be interesting to others, and we expect kind of a group learning. Okay, over to you people now. Okay, thanks to our student Purni. Okay, she's actually the third year student. Yeah, here in this thing, in addition to the FastTrack class people, we also have students of this regular thing. Actually, for the regular students, I had the classes from June onwards. June to September, we finished the major aspect. There is all the core subjects we finished, except this chemical technology and design, which we'll cover it up in the coming Sundays. So by that way, we'll be having at least around some 25 to 30 participants every day. Okay, there is a minimum thing now as of now. So class will be kind of an interactive class. At least initial 40 minutes give time for me. The rest 20 minutes time for you people. And otherwise also I'll give time in the middle also. Okay, let us see how it is going on. Okay, over to you people. Maybe Jayasri joined today. Thanks from she's from Anna University at Chennai, final year. Likely that Ponnarasan we already talked, and Shanmuga Priya from my own SSN. Okay, not my own now. It's I left SSN. Okay, my full time job is now this what is it, GATE classes. Or is for chemical engineering. Or working for MSubbu Academy simply. I'm simply Subramanian, shortly called as MSubbu.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Any of you have any question? Okay. Thanks to Vaishnavi Reddy. She's actually a third year student from Hyderabad. Thanks. Yeah, it's like that. We have a mix of third year and final year, as well as those who graduated. So in that way, we have a mixed group. So definitely a good learning will be happening. Okay, I look for it. Tomorrow we have a class from 8 onwards. 7 to 8. Okay, there is a time. 7 means you please be available by 6:55 itself. Okay, I will be making everything ready by 6:55. And 7 we'll start start sharply with a short prayer, and we'll try to end everything by 8, so that at least you can go for your dinner or any other thing. Thanks, Mohan Chandra Prasad. Okay, thanks to join. Thanks for joining. Okay, any thing you have, Mohan Chandra Prasad? We try to ask many questions, earlier. Manohar, I forgot. So, okay, Manohar, where are you from? Sorry, I didn't remember. Yukesh. Okay, over to you people. You can ask questions. Okay, if or anything. Okay, one thing is, please ensure you are sending messages saying about year of graduation, your university, then university or college, and place. There is place of study and your native place, which also matter. Native place or what is called as a residing place. That also. I am yet to get your messages. Please send that. Of course, I thought of circulating a Google form, but again for that preparation, again post processing. So instead, if it is available in the WhatsApp message, it's very convenient so that I can easily relate you. Please send that.
Sir, do you mean the group, sir?
No. Send us a direct message to me.
Okay.
To the group, it need not. No, we need not send that.
Okay.
Thanks. Please send me as a direct message so that for me it is more important. For others, okay, later will. Mangleshwari madam, you want to say anything?
சார் கேட் ஸ்கோர் மார்க் 1000 கொடுத்திருந்தீங்களா சார் மார்க் ஷீட்ல இருந்ததுல
கேட் ஸ்கோர்
732 இருந்தது பாருங்க கேட் ஸ்கோர்
இது தான
சொல்லுவாங்க
this one or this one
the gate score
correct. The score and the score பத்தி எனக்கு தெரியாது மேடம். They say like there is mark of 1000. For mark of 1000 they are giving the score, but not much usage, I feel. So what is more important is this all India rank is important. Okay. They also, because sometimes now this rank again varies. So the வருஷம் ஒரு rank அடுத்த வருஷம் ஒரு rank இருக்கும்போது they give consideration for the score.
இப்போ இந்த கேண்டிடேட் இங்க போட்றீங்கல சார் டோட்டல் அது வந்து இப்ப கெமிக்கல் மட்டுமா?
Yeah, everything is this is for chemical engineering. This is 14,500 chemical engineering students. They appeared, this money appeared, and this student got 120th rank, and these are the qualifying marks. Okay, and this is for 732 out of 1,000. Actually, mark is for 100. They again normalize and give this thing. This is you needed. Say sometime in the with the next year the same all India rank will be having a different score. So in that way, this gate score will be considered in that case, or is different usage maybe. Yeah, Jayshree. Okay, people, any of you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, I am available. So I will be the last person to leave. Okay, we have at least 8 more minutes for any of your queries. So otherwise, I look forward to see you tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow 7 means please join little earlier so that you'll be ready, comfortable from 7 onwards. Yeah, at least we want to give very solid content for this 1 hour. 1 hour, normally in a class, 1 hour, hardly 2 or 3 problems will be solved. Whereas we try to cover 7, 8 problems, at least double, triple of that. So in that way, 1 hour of lecture will be like the equivalent to 3 hour of usual class content. So in that way only, I suggest we had so far around 70 hours of classes. So in that 70 hour, we finished 60 mark contents. So in that way, you can easily guess the kind of this material. So you are expected to go through all the materials in addition to whatever I suggest. You are also supposed to go through the materials like this. Say for example, for a process calculation, there is one course simply called as process calculation. Another one process calculation video lectures. So these two course contents also you are supposed to go through. But I need not say like which order to go. You go through in any order. Of course, normally you can go linearly. There is out of the way you can go through that. Whereas whatever I list, they are supposed to. You have to minimum. You have to go through that minimum. In addition, whatever you go through, that will help you. In addition, tests also please take up seriously. Then only we can also assess you where you stand, and you also will get self motivated. Yeah, this every recording at least will be available on the next day morning, at least by latest by 9 o'clock, it will be available. Okay. So that entire recording as such will be available. And if needed for any specific thing, we'll also cut that portion of the video and make it available. Whereas for the previous with entire material content, we have simply for every subject, we have nicely processed video content for say, for example, for process calculations. Say this entire material you can go through as such now also. So for every problem, we also have service this. So once you are done with going through the problem, you can also mark here. Say like there is a completion. No? You can also select like mark as done. So by that way, at least you will also feel like you if you have gone through and you can mark that. And at least there are variety of features available in this course. Say for example, you can also go through this tag order, or you can also go 1 minute. Yeah, this is. Yeah, and you can also go through this checklist order. Okay, I'm just highlighting. If any of you have any question to ask, please be free. Feel free. So this checklist is to list in the year order. Say for example, this year questions. If you want to see that year question, and you can simply go through that. Simply there are link available. You can simply go to that, and it will directly take you to that link. There is very nicely contents are formatted and list available. Shanmuga Priya, you want to ask anything, ma? Shanmuga Priya, Vaishnavi Reddy, or Jayashree. Okay.
No, sir, nothing.
Okay, clear, right? Wow, wow. Okay. So okay, for the day, okay, for the next day, okay, that is for the tomorrow's class. I expect you to go through this. Or is every one of you are allowed to access this fast material in this fast track classes. So here for every subject we'll have this kind of topic for the process calculations. Okay, for the tomorrow's class. So this material is already listed. You please go through this material to the best possible. Tomorrow we will discuss from these contents. Okay. So the tomorrow's discussion will be restricted to this content. Of course, you are welcome to ask any other questions also. Okay, at least my discussion will be focusing on this. Yeah, you can go through in this order, and once you are done with, also you can finish click that checkbox so that at least you will also have some marking and other thing. Okay, please go through this content and get ready for tomorrow's class. Okay, so that is the thing expected. So in that way, I think we are done with. Okay, maybe 2-3 minutes available. Any of you have anything? Please ask. Okay, am I audible clearly, right? You are able to hear me properly, and the site is accessible comfortably. Or if you have any difficulty, please let me know. Okay. Sometimes rarely the site is also getting down or slowing down. So by the time we also do some operations like restarting or things like that. And if you face any issue, please WhatsApp me. Okay, that will at least help me to immediately sort out the problem. Okay, otherwise we can close. I think because people are silent simply remaining. Okay, there's still 2 minutes available. Okay, still no need to worry. We can close also. Manohar, okay, I forgot to from where you are. Okay, you have any question to ask? Yes, others I know. Okay, Vaishnavi from Hyderabad and Jayasri. Okay, today I just talked to her. Yeah, right. Yeah, maybe he has sent some message. Okay. Yeah, right. Lot of say this thing also I have to see now. That clear, sir. Thank you. Okay, tomorrow onwards, okay, which means even right now itself, you please go through these contents, and tomorrow's class will be having a serious discussion, and we'll try to go with a schedule. So, and tomorrow, at least for the process calculation, I will give you the schedule by tomorrow morning itself. And as of now, you please go through the material available, which is actually for the 4 hour, 4 hour of study material is available. Which means for the tomorrow there is 2 hours, and Saturday, at least Sunday you consider like for a test, or for your relaxation. That way you can consider. At least I want to give you only 10 hours of content for a week, and 3 hours of material for classes, or is 3 hours of class discussion, 13 hours, maybe 1 hour for free, or of course test is there. Okay, so in that way 14 hours we are engaged, but it is need not be. You need not go through the entire video. Sometimes you got the point and you can simply stop the video at that point, and you can go through the material by yourself. By that way, you need not spend actually 4 hours. You can even spend 3 hours also. In 3 hours also you can finish the content. Because sometimes once you got the point, and there is no point in going through the rest of the video. Sometimes again I will be summarizing. But sometimes there may be some nice point available in that. So you have to go through to the extent possible. Or sometimes the script itself will help you. Of course, the entire thing, by default, there is a transcript available. Sometimes there may be a video may not be available also. Sometimes in what is the case? Sometimes I gave the question as a homework, and only the solution alone posted. So in that way, sometimes the video may be missing also. Not there. It means I haven't uh, taken any class, but I simply posted that problem alone. And if you come across with any mistake, please again simply send that snapshot or even the link, or that will help me to correct that page, and so that it will be also error free. So because to the extent we have correct updated, but still there may be any mistake. Okay, then we'll finish it. Okay, thanks for your time. Yeah, we are done with. Sharply. Yeah, I don't want to take your extra time, because we have to value everyone's time. Thanks for joining, and thanks for being available, and we are closing it now. Thank you. We'll meet sharply. Sharply means before. We'll start sharply by 7. That is a class schedule by tomorrow. Okay, thank you all.